like to simplify your life by consolidating all of your connected and smart home devices with one singular hub? Yeah, that's a kind of a good idea. Our next guest can help with just that. He's the Chief Innovation Officer for a company called Smart Beings. Andy Sitison. Andy, welcome into Tomorrow. Glad to have you with us. How are you?
Dave, thanks for having me in.
It's a pleasure. A busy show here, and you guys, of course, are over with a whole bunch of folks at the Sands Convention Center.
That's
Yet
right.
Another aspect of this huge show.
Huge.
Showing what Smart Beings is all about. Tell me about the company first, and then we'll get into Whoo.
Yeah, absolutely. So the company came together really to attack what we think is a new market opportunity, a new kind of a new category of market, which we call ambient computing. And as the
ambient computing.
Yeah,
okay.
It's you might hear fourth platform, you'll hear ambient computing or immersive technology. These are I kind of tie it to, if you think about a phone, it does a lot of things. But we're going to go to where a lot of things do little things, right? Whereas our house is where we become immersed. We quit operating and we start integrating and interacting with technology. And hopefully we don't recognize that it's all there.
Yeah,
so
true.
how are you going to manage all that? So
and especially more and more with this so-called Internet of Things, this
Exactly.
IoT stuff can become overbearing, I think. And a lot of people are afraid of that. Don't be afraid. Technology is your friend. We spent 22 years on the air talking about that. But you bring up a very good point. It gets confusing.
It does, and you know what? We don't always get there. We have this idea IoT sounds so grand, but we don't get there.
Yeah.
And that's part of where we're spending most of our time, and that is around artificial intelligence, facial recognition, all this technology to make it simpler and more integrated in your life so that you're not realizing that you're married to a piece of technology.
Yeah, very true. You have enough trouble with your spouse, perhaps.
Exactly.
Why worry about being married to a piece of tech? But let's talk about this clever piece of tech from Smart Beings. You call it Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Woohoo's the name. It stuck early, and it seems to work for us.
And tell me what Woohoo does for us.
Well, Woohoo does a lot of things. It's imagine a natural voice language command center with a HD touchscreen with a video conferencing HD camera that's 360. We're about 180 today, and it's going to be about 360 when we go to production.
Okay, good. I didn't want to force it. When you said 180, I stopped because I was about there. I don't want to break it.
And we have a patent on the speaker system. It's actually like a corkscrew, so it has a really deep sound for the small space. Now
cool.
You got a whole IoT hub in there, so Zigbee, Z-Wave, Raspberry. You got Bluetooth. You got Wi-Fi. It even has a SIM card, so you can put cellular in it.
Oh, very clever.
We want you to be able to connect.
And you are really kind of future-proofing a lot of things to help us stay connected, are you not?
Yeah, we're doing our best to shove everything in there we can and find a price that can penetrate the market. So, I call it a gateway. It's a gateway for connecting. It's a gateway for commerce. It's a gateway for entertainment. It's a gateway for security for your home. It's a gateway for IoT, as we talked about. So, I want this to be interesting to the millennials, but also something my mom can interact with. And, I like to say it's a companion, or I'd like to think of it as almost a pet in the house. You feel more, you don't think of it as a technology. You think of it as something that's kind of integrated into your life a bit.
It brings to mind, tell me if I'm correct then, kind of an advanced Alexa, or more like an Alexa on steroids even, because of what it can do, and a screen and the camera.
I think Alexa did a great job of proving out the market, and they've got a good product. This just goes to the next level with full features of the screen, and I know they're thinking about that too. It's got the camera, so you want to do Skype or video conference on it, you want to watch Netflix on it. All these the technology's there to do that. And we have a cloud that sits above this, so if you have one and your sister and your cousin have one, they can connect together and have slightly different personalities, and you can define that and then they kind of become one family as you put them together.
That's kind of cool. So it's not only easy to set up, but cloud-based, so we have that extra connectivity that we look for.
Yeah, absolutely. And to the point where you talk about setup, well, one thing we're looking at is actually a video call center that will come on the machine. If you're having a problem, all you got to do is ask. Somebody will show up on the screen and take you through it.
Really? And just kind of walk me through the setup of that particular need or whatever.
It's on the plans.
Yeah.
We haven't got it yet, but it's on the plans.
But it's coming into tomorrow.
That's right. Into tomorrow. That's right.
There you go. Is this a product available yet?
It is not. It's prototype, but we're trying this year to get it out. So we have a lot of interest. So and I talked to a visually impaired person today who was just super excited about all the functionality for that line of world. So senior independent living, and we just have so many people interested in it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can imagine, as you mentioned, something for your mom or your grandmother, but also the millennials and people of all ages can get some good use out of Woohoo, since it does so many things. And being cloud-based, it's the way to go these days. It's the thing to do. And speakers, so you can play music, ask Woohoo to play your favorite songs, whatever
Absolutely.
the case.
Shopping list, do a to-do list, or possibly we're looking on calendaring your family together, so you can schedule multiple people in your family.
Do you have a price set yet?
We're working on the price, and we probably have two prices. One is retail without a network, and one would be with a cloud subscription. The cloud subscription right now is on Kickstarter with 12 months for $50.
Wow.
It's a ridiculously good deal to come in and get into this market.
Does that include the product?
It includes the product and a year of service. So we're friends and family on that Kickstarter. And,
cool.
It's going to be an economical product with a subscription. If you buy it retail, there's a lot of stuff in it, so it'll be a little more when we get that out the door.
Gotcha. But you can check out what Andy and his team are working on when you visit smartbeings.com, and we'll link you there too. Hit us up anytime at your leisure, intotomorrow.com. Andy, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Stay in touch, because as it's available, we want to let our audience know, hey, remember we talked to Andy at CES, it's out now.
Dave, you're the best. We're going to be back.
It's our pleasure too, and thanks. We're glad to have you with us, and it's a delight to talk about fun new products, especially, like I associated it with Alexa. It is the next level. It is kind of Alexa on steroids, and you'll see what we mean when you visit smartbeings.com. I'm Dave Graveline. Stay tuned as Into Tomorrow continues from Lost Wages, Nevada, as we continue our 22nd year at CES on the Advanced Media Network.